The reason you're simply just not getting the gains you want is because you're not doing this one thing. I'm going to explain it, I'm going to break it down, and then I'm going to give you your answer. But first, you're probably like, what am I talking about? The reason you're not getting your gains is because you're simply just relying on your training. And training is only half, if not a third, of the equation. What you guys need to be doubling down on is your nutrition. And I want to give you the step by step formula on how to go about this. So stay to the end of this video. You're not even going to get the step-by-step formula, but you're going to get the essential tips that help accelerate this growth by 10x the speed. So stay to the end and you'll get everything you need to not only enhance your growth, but to speed it up. So let's get right into it. So first, we have to address the problem on why you're not getting your essential gains or results at a quick enough rate: the ability to build muscle. When we look at building muscle, we have to realize that it's not just a 50-50 equation. Everyone thinks that, the more you train, the more gains you get, when in all retrospect, that's just not the way things work. Training equates to anywhere between 20 to 30% of, the ability to build muscle. But the remaining 60, 70, 80%, however you break up, the breakdown between training and nutrition, which is I usually do a 70-30, a 60-40, 70-30, whatever, that kind of interval is relies on nutrition. Nutrition is the key to build muscle. And a lot of people simply just stop doing this or just don't take enough, practice or information, whatever they need, because they just think it's not important. But the hard reality, guys, is you can't outrun a bad diet. The more you stick to the diet, the more you understand the diet, and the more you implement discipline and consistency, the quicker you will build muscle and the quicker results you're going to get. That's just the hard truth. So I wouldn't accept that when I started my journey 7 years ago, but looking back on where I am today, those are the two essential keys to building muscle quicker. So the next step, what I actually want to do is break down how do we even go about nutrition, because a lot of people just, don't understand the basic model on how to go about it. And I just want to make it very simple and very clear. So after this video, you have all the information you need to build muscle at a quicker rate. So first, let's break down our protein. A lot of people think that you eat enough protein. I ate 2 chicken breasts today. What do you mean, man? That's enough protein. Guys, it's a hard reality that you just don't eat enough protein, and I kind of want to break down how you should go about it. When we consume protein, what I want everyone to look at is how much protein you're first eating in a day in grams. Calculate how many grams you're eating. Then, what I'm going to tell you is what you should be eating. You should be consuming anywhere from 1 to 1.40 grams per pound of body weight. This may seem like a lot, and it is a lot, but if you want to build muscle, you have to essentially eat enough protein to do this. So, for example, if you weigh 173 pounds, like myself right here, I try to aim anywhere from the interval of 173 grams to 240. Yes, it may be a little more or a little less, but I try to aim around that number, around the 240 mark. That's a lot of protein, guys. And a lot of people think it's very easy when in all reality, it's not. But if it was easy, everyone would do this. And that's the protein I try to hit every single day. And the way I essentially go about this is I try to count the grams I eat, whatever I eat throughout the day in my head. So when I'm at meal one and say I have 5 chicken breasts, which, for example, but not really, it's, I kind of like do large portions at a time. It's all based off preference, but that's say anywhere from 25 grams a piece of chicken. We're at 100 grams, 125. If I do four, say we do five, I'm at 125 grams. So I'm still short, as we could almost, I'm only at the half the intake essentially. So but what I essentially do, guys, is I count it in my head. I have 125 grams. Now I need 125 more. Maybe I get it from egg whites, eggs, yogurt, um, ground beef, whatever it is. And now I just keep on stacking until I hit my goal in my head. And that's a really good way of thinking about it. The second part I actually want to go into is your carbs. A lot of people just say, deplete your carbs. You don't need carbs. And guys, that's the wrong way of going about it. First, you have to understand what carbs you should be eating throughout the day. And there's kind of ways I want to break this down. When you're consuming carbs, guys, look at carbs as a way to get an energy boost, and you don't want to deplete them all the way, but maybe cut your portion sizes down or switch them with alternatives. So when I talk about stuff like this, guys, for example, when I mean alternatives, instead of using white bread, let's go to a more complex carb where we feel full for longer periods of time. We're consuming less calories and it's a lot healthier. sweet potatoes, whole wheat bread high in fiber, oats, all this different stuff. I'm refraining it from, white bread, cereal, all these, the essential stuff that's terrible for us, because when we consume complex carbs, we feel full for longer periods of time and essentially again the right nutrients we need. So that's a way I kind of go about my carbs. And I like to use my carbs as a way of going about it before my workouts to get not only a good energy boost, but to get an effective workout. And then a fats, guys, fats, as we know, are extremely important, but always be careful that fats are 2x the grams compared to proteins and carbs. They're at 9 calories per gram, and proteins and carbs are at 4. Please take that in mind. So that's kind of the breakdown on how I go about the nutrition standpoint, just your core macros. Again, guys, you need to calculate this directly, but use that framework if you're just starting as a good way to, build on something like this and then slowly implement new changes as you go. Don't do everything at once because we know how difficult it is. So, guys, doing that alone will help you build more muscle. But let's talk about the other half. Let's talk about the training. There's two keys I want to take, or for you guys to walk away with when training: compound lifts and progressive overloading. Compound lifts are really great, guys, because what it does essentially, it allows you to hit multiple muscle groups at the same time. You want to try to hit anywhere between 2 to 5. I like anywhere from the 3 to 5 range mark, depending on who you go with, per week per muscle group. So if you're able to do this, and then we attach the second half of the equation, the progressive overload, what that essentially allows us to do is the ability to stack more weight as you progress in strength. So for example, if I'm benching 135 and I'm at anywhere from, say, the 6 to 8 rep range, if I'm at the 8 or maybe 9 rep range, what I'm going to do is increase the weight. My reps are going to drop, and I'm going to work myself back up to the 6 to 8 or 6 to 9, and then repeat the process, rinse and repeat. We do those two things alone. That's going to help us build our muscle at a quicker rate. So I don't want to make this video too long by no means. I just want to give you the step-by-step formula because we all know our time's very crucial, and I just want you to get the most value per second watching this video, and I hope I did just that right there. As you know, as a given, staying to the end of this video, guys, I want to give you some essential bonus tips. So my first bonus tip is essentially, a lot of people are going to say, how do I go about, cardio and all this different stuff? Guys, if you want to build more muscle, don't stick to high intensity workouts, running essentially, 2 to 4 miles every single day. Refrain this to doing your daily steps. And a lot of people will be like, dude, what? But I'm going to tell you why. Daily steps are a great low intensity workout. They don't take energy away from your core workout stuff, so they don't reduce like your PRs or anything. And essentially, they're a good way to tone your body and again burn extra calories. So try to hit anywhere from 5 to 10,000 steps per day. A lot of people are going to think this is a lot. It's really not. You just have to put the work in, guys. Now go for a walk, put your favorite music on, and the steps will kind of compound, and the calories will essentially lead to a greater difference in the way you look, your physique, and tone yourself a little bit more. That's my first bonus tip. And the second tip, guys, is your recovery and water intake. Make sure you're recovering, guys. Less is sometimes more. Don't spend 3 hours in the gym every single day. Recovery is the real way to build muscle. So make sure you're getting enough sleep, 8 hours per day. Make sure you're drinking enough water, you're staying hydrated, anywhere between 3 to 5 water bottles. That's a good range. Do what's best for you. I kind of like to stay in that interval because I think it's just enough for me and it's not necessarily too much. But again, guys, I'm not a dietitian. By no means, I don't have a PhD, but please do whatever best for you. But I like to stay in that kind of range. So again, guys, those are my 2 essential tips at the end. And I hope basically giving you all this information right here, guys, gives you the step-by-step to build muscle quicker. You will see results at a quicker rate, but the two key words you must walk away with is consistency and discipline. You do this for a long period of time, guys, not months, but years. But months you will see results, but years you see incredible results. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's like anything in life. We have to stick to the long-term game because it becomes ingrained in us and becomes embedded in us, and we speak fitness and we love fitness, and that's why we're going to get ourselves there. So again, guys, I hope this video was helpful. As always, if you did think this video was helpful, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. You give me a thumbs up, or you even smash that like button, because it really helps me understand that the stuff I'm providing in these videos is really helping you change your journey in fitness, build a better relationship, and become your best self. As always, guys, in the comments down below, maybe write down or leave a comment below what you thought was your best part or the best thing you learned in this video. And if I could really see some of the stuff that really helps you, then I can make more content and essentially give you guys more information on stuff that you really like to hear to really enhance your growth. So please guys leave down a comment below. I'm really excited to see what your favorite point was and what really is going to help you get to the next step. So again guys, thank you for watching to the end of this video. As always, I appreciate everyone who watches every single video because all I want to do is help you achieve your fitness goals and become your best self. So again guys, thanks for watching another great video on the channel, and we'll go ahead and see you in the next one.